And not like some, like, people that get unemployed and they just sit there and do nothing. I was actively seeking employment for 8 months during a pandemic where people were quitting their jobs. There was jobs out there, and anything that was hiring I was applying for, and I couldn't get anything for 8 months. First month was bad. The second month was worse. The third month was worse. And the thing about it getting worse and worse and worse as time went on, I'm not the type of person to sit around and do nothing and hope and wonder where my next dollar is coming from. I want to actively set myself up for success, which I hadn't been doing at this point. Like, the trucking adventure was, I don't know, went into it genuinely, and what I got just wasn't what I was expecting, and just no longer saw the value of not being with my family, and for a month at a time, a month and a half at a time. I just didn't understand it. It didn't make sense to me. So in the midst of a 3-month-long depression, I found some sense of motivation, I guess you could say, and I started looking up people that I look to, because I love business. I love helping people start businesses. I love being able to, bounce ideas off of people and see, what comes from it. So in a moment of inspiration, I started looking at people that I look up to in business and doing research. And the breaking point for me that made me just go ahead and go all in on real estate was after reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I've always been interested in getting into real estate, just never thought it was something that I would really get into because, commission, and if you don't get a sell, you don't get money. But then I realized that the opportunities that real estate can present itself when I found out that the owner, CEO, I'm not sure exactly, I gotta touch up on the book, but the owner, CEO of McDonald's, if you ask him, he was asked after like a seminar at a university by some of the students, he asked them, what business do you guys think I'm in? Pause. I want you guys to answer that. When you hear the CEO of McDonald's ask you, what business do you think I'm in? I don't know about you, but instantly I think restaurant business, fast food business. That wasn't the case. The answer to that question is real estate. What? McDonald's? Real estate? Makes no sense, right? What people don't realize is McDonald's, it's a corporation, they buy the lot that they put their franchises on. Now, if you own the lot, you own the entire area. So what McDonald's does is they buy the lot and they rent the space out to other businesses. So even if that franchise goes down, guess who still makes money? McDonald's. That's just the gift that keeps on giving. So like I said, real estate is the industry that makes millionaires. Some other people I look up to, Dave Ramsey. If you know Dave Ramsey's story, he started out in real estate, made his first millions in real estate, lost everything. But the fact that he got there so young says a lot. He got there through real estate. I mean, Grant Cardone, people like him, they invest in real estate. There's a lot of people have their hands in real estate. Real estate is the segue. So I decided, why not be like these people I look up to who are doing it? That's when I went, did some research, took part of them stimmies, And I invested in myself by going to a real estate school. Real Estate Express, to be exact. I like Real Estate Express because I can go at my own pace. And going at your own pace is really big with real estate, in my opinion, because there's so much to digest. And your mind can only take in so much at a time. Unless you're me in a situation where I'm depressed, unemployed. Yeah, my mind took in enough to make stuff happen very quick. About 2.5 months worth of online school. Oh, I gotta fix that. About 2.5 months of online school, and I had all 3 of my certificates. The one thing I did not see coming, the one thing I didn't prepare myself for, even though I had asked any people about it, is having money, because I was unemployed, to invest what you need to invest in the meantime, between time. Spending $305 for an exam just wasn't good enough for me. Sorry, y'all, this lady is just staring at me, talking to myself. I understand. But yeah, I just didn't have the money to invest in the exam right away, and money was already tight, and I was trying to make stuff happen and trying to just keep everything afloat. And yeah, just started trying to find jobs, and finally was able to get a job and started investing in that more than I was invested in the real estate and the studying and all the extras. And then an opportunity presented itself. Indeed. Indeed. Came across a real estate assistant position, and after doing my research and learning the industry just a little bit, just enough to get my certificates, I realized that real estate assistant was pretty much like a secretary. So if I can get my foot in the door, I'll be glad to do so. I remember telling myself that I was going to try to do an internship with one of the top producers in the Inland Empire. No pay, just wisdom. Figure out how he moved and then go from there. But then this, position presented itself. I had to take it because I'm like, well, if there's a chance I can make money while I'm waiting, why not make the money? Glad I did that. Because I ended up with Empire States, and I've been there for about like 2.5, 3 months. Yeah, about 2.5, 3 months. And the nuggets of wisdom that are given to me are priceless. Absolutely priceless. With the opportunity to still make money. And genuinely having somebody that wants to invest in you, for you, because they see something in you, is a lot. Like, the CEO of the company, dude's younger than me by a year, but he's younger than me. He's the CEO of the company, and he's successful. I see that, and I want it, and I told him that I'm gonna pick your brain because you got what I want, what I've wanted, and you did it sooner than I figured. And he's legit welcomed that challenge. I told him he's gonna get tired of me, and he hasn't got tired of me yet, which means I gotta keep asking more questions. Gotta continue to keep picking his brain. And the guy that brought me in, cool dude, told him the same thing. You gonna get tired of me, bro. And I mean that. They have yet to get tired of me. Believe it or not, they are probably like top 5 of my biggest supporters. And that's them not knowing me more than, I'd say, within the first week. I went balls to the wall, guns a-blazing, full investment, and after a week they realized that I was somebody worth investing in. So we fast forward to the point now where we're playing the waiting game for the exam and studying and just making things happen until we can get to that point where it's full go. I've invested so much. I've created like a criteria for myself as a real estate agent, and I'm not even a real estate agent yet. When I become a real estate agent, it goes tenfold, hundredfold, thousandfold how much I'm invested into myself, how much I'm invested into my craft, how much I'm invested into this career. And those closest to me see it, and I'm not even there yet. I can't wait to get there. And if you guys like the content, you guys enjoy seeing journeys from me, which you guys have seen a few. You guys have already seen a couple of my journeys, you know, fall and just tumble and blow up and turn into disaster. This one is not going to be one of those times. I've already got big plans. I've already got ideas and concepts and freaking just working with certain people. I've already got all this squared away. We're ready to go. And I just got to get where I want to get. And I'm close. I'm close. And every bit of setback I've faced just motivates me more. And it's crazy because I don't need external sources of motivation anymore. I motivate myself to do what I gotta do to make this happen. So anything extra is just cherry on top. That's all I got for y'all right now. Like I said, I want this to be engaging. I want this to be something that people who need the help can get the help. People invested in me, I want to invest in you or anyone you know that may want the nuggets of wisdom that I'm willing to pass. Because like, if you're like me, if you giving me free game, I'm taking it. If you're giving me free wisdom, I'm taking it. And it doesn't matter what it's about. Family, work, how to grow your hair, how to eat healthier. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm taking it. And I've realized that not just taking it all in is important. It's also important to give back to everybody. Anybody that needs it, I'll give it to you gladly. Gladly. Why not? I like to see people succeed. It's been my downfall. But I like to see myself succeed so much more in those downfall situations. I don't want to succeed more than you succeed. Even though I do, like, that's just competitive. Like, I'm a competitive person. That's in my nature. This is going off the rails. If I seem a little out of it, I'm busting my ass right now. 4 o'clock in the morning, work days. Afterwards, everything goes to real estate and family and everything else you gotta deal with in a regular day, on a regular basis. But the grind don't stop. I'm still here. I'm still doing it. I ain't been here in a minute, but I'm still grinding. I'm still hustling. I'm still making this shit happen. We get one life. One life. I don't got time to be down. I don't got time to be in my feelings. I don't got time to be down on myself. I'm my biggest enemy, but I support myself the most. I don't even know where I'm going with that. I think I'm just really happy to be at this point finally. Just happy. No matter what. Just happy. I want y'all to be happy too. I got nothing else to say. This video is long, and it's like, you know, when you make a video, you gotta like chop it, put it together. So it just 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and just into one video. Hope you guys stick around. At this point, I probably wouldn't. But if you do, it's gonna be worth it. I'm about to go take a nap. I'm tired. I'm gonna go take a nap. That's what I'm gonna do, alright? Alright. Catch you on the next one. Ask questions. Present topics. Help me, help you, help us. I don't know anymore. I'm done.